Trem a lot too, given that I have a guitar with a trem system on it. So what I like to do with that is I use it just for accents. I don't really do a lot of like sometimes, but I like to just for you know, stuff that you couldn't do with just your hands. Like you can't do that by, it doesn't sound as natural. It's better to have a bar. I also like to accent stuff with it, like let me get this right. So it just adds that extra little layer of color to it. Now feel free to stop me at any time you don't understand something or you have a question. Any questions out there?
Are you using a fingernail for that soft touch, or just the?
I'm using 100% just my fingers. The only time I use fingernails is when I'm playing a classical guitar, and I need to do something like a fast type of picking. Like I use my fingernails for that, but for any type of fingerstyle picking on electric, I'm just using the pads of my finger. Okay.
It's pretty much, you know, a choice that you want to make. Like Bill, the manager at the store, he plays country and western, uses his fingers.
Yeah.
Well, a guy like me, my fingers are weak, so I use a pick.
Yeah, Bill showed me this
I
guitar.
can't hold on to the little picks that he has, so I have a bigger pick that I use, but it's also the same thing, pointed like Christian said, and
it's fairly
hard.
Fairly rigid. Bill showed me this guitar lick. I think it's pretty cool. It's fingerstyle. It's a country lick, and what it is everyone's seen a power chord before, I'm sure. And what we have in a power chord is a root, and we have a fifth, and we have an octave. So now, if we were playing a G power chord, we would have G, and then a fifth above G. And when I use numbers, it's once again, it's a really easy thing to understand. You just count G, A, B, C, D. It's 5. 5 up from G. So we have a G, D, and then the octave again, a G, because G occurs many times in the musical alphabet, just in higher registers. And what we do is we're gonna take away the bass here, and we're just gonna put it down here. And now I'm sure all of you have seen minor bar chords before. And so with a minor bar chord, we have a minor third. I don't want to go too much into theory because I don't want to bore you guys. But anyways, that's minor. And what Bill does is he'll take it and he'll stretch that one minor note. He'll bend it up to a major, because I'm sure you've all seen this shape before. This is a major bar chord. And so you can sound like a latch.
Can you do that one more time, and we're going to have John Burris is going to do the hula to that. Okay, John.
Okay.
Just one thing from backing up just a little bit. If you take also when Christian was talking about the 1-4-5, for some people it may have been a little tricky because he was doing do the G chord.
Oh,
there.
are you talking about that?
So he's doing G, and then he said I go to the 4, and it just dropped it down. He says by taking it to the steps, like G, A, B, C would be the 4th. So if you take it.
I thought he couldn't count.
Excuse me, no comments from the cheap seats. You got work to do. So we have make a regular bar chord G here. So we have regular G here, and so when he slides it up, up this way.
Oh, up this one. Like
So you go back to G here. Now one more. No, not going to the other side. Just G and a G sharp, G sharp, A, B, and he gets the, so then he's at C, that's moving it up 4, there's 4 increments.
Yeah.
But instead of playing,
Okay.
G, C, and D, like you showed originally, and then you can also do it
Yeah, you can go like,
G.
okay, yeah.
C, and D, which is a lot of bands when you first start. You're going boom, boom, boom. But it's more
Yeah.
effective to do it the way Christian says, by going G, C, and D, especially when you're singing. You don't have to look.
Yeah. The reason why I also like doing it down here is also because there's I'm sure all guitar players here, they work in shapes. Everything is, you know, I've seen a major scale. I know the shape of it. It's okay. So if guitar players work in shapes, then this will come in handy. So to remember a 1-4-5 blues progression in any key, you're going to remember this little L pattern. If you can see this, the root note of the 1 is here, your 4 is here, and your 5 is right here. See how it forms an L? That means that you can take, knowing that, you can, any key you want, let's say the key of B. You go up, you find B on the top string, so the way I remembered this when I first started out is it was an acronym. It goes first guy at bat, come down Eddie. So first guy at bat, that's a B. We want to play 1-4-5 in B. We have a B here.
Yeah, there's no way around that.
With the L shape. And with that, we can also play the B minor pentatonic scale. We can play the second position. We could even play the third position. Or we can, what I like to do is I like to put all 3 together, and there's more after that too. And I make like a big run up the neck. So I combine all 3. You're not just thinking in a box all day. The best way to do this is take it one step at a time. Go home tonight. You can search up a diagram of the guitar neck, and it'll show you where every note is, what they all are. And then you can search a minor pentatonic scale, and you can remember the shape. And then you can transpose that anywhere. And now transpose is just a fancy word for moving something into a different key. That's all that means. So if as I continue, if I have any terms that confuse you guys, you know, just raise your hand or something, and I'll explain what it means. Are there any questions about that? Okay.
I'm just wondering before you go on, if one of these acoustic jobbies on the wall, are they tuned up to you? You're in 440, right?
Yeah, 440. Do you want me to use one?
I'm just going to see if one of these is tuned to 440. Give them a demonstration on exactly what they're talking about. You got an E chord there?
Yeah.
Close enough for rock and roll. So I think what Christian's saying is that if I'm playing the 1-4-5 in G,
Yes.
like a blues song, he'd be playing a pattern
Yes.
that fits with that
The G minor pentatonic scale.
G minor pentatonic.
Or I can move the whole shape down 3 frets.
3 frets.
And I can play in G major. So I can kind of make what he's playing work for me, as I can play in both keys. So
You'll tie it together. For instance, a good example of that would be Allman Brothers, Southern Rock.
Close to Dover. Eric Johnson does it all the time.
Yeah, they have, what's the other one? Sweet Home Alabama type thing. Are you working now, Lee, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to have you do why don't you come up here? We're going to get Lee, the fantastic teacher, here to strum. We'll get you a chair, Lee.
We're gonna have a guitar battle in a couple seconds. I would pick it. You need it?
Just looking for another stool here.
He's quite a dancer too, Ken.
Okay, we got the stage. We have the stage for that too. There you go. So maybe what you could do, Lee, is just play a little 12-bar blues.